Free enterprise, the idea of owning your own business. Free enterprise is an economic system in which private businesses operate in competition and largely free of state control. This is the basis of our American economic policy, which means anybody that would like to can start and run their own business without the state or the government literally controlling everything they do. There are some things that the government controls to make sure that customers don't get ripped off, and also to protect the safety of people as well. An entrepreneur is a person who takes a risk and starts a business. Whenever you start a business, it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of money before you actually start to make your own. It's a risk. You don't know if the business is going to work or if it's not. There is the entrepreneurial cycle. This is the cycle that entrepreneurs go through whenever they start a business. They start off with a design or an idea. Then they start manufacturing, creating large amounts of them. Then they market that so that people know it exists. And then they actually make sales where people buy it. This process repeats. After a while, you might rethink your product and change it and then manufacture the different one. And then you have to market the new item and then sell the new item and so on and so forth. A business definition is it could be the sole owner, a partnership of owners, or a corporation of owners that creates and sells a product or service. Real quick, good versus bad. What are some benefits of owning your own business and what are some negatives? A couple benefits right off the bat is you have the ability to pick your own hours when you work. But a negative on that is if you're the one that owns the business, you're the one that everything falls on to make sure it gets done. So you might have to work more than you would like. You also get to pick your employees and coworkers. You get to pick who works for you. But negatives would be having to find people that will do the job that you need them to, with the skills and qualifications you'd like, and so on and so forth. Whenever a business starts, they think about 4 P's of marketing to begin with. They think about product, have to have something to sell, like towels. They need a price. How much are they selling these towels for? They need to promote and make sure people know this product exists at this price, at this place, where people can actually go to purchase the item. Let's look at each of these one at a time. Start off with product. Inside a product, there are 2 different categories. There are things called goods and things called services. Goods are something produced by humans or machines or natural processes. This is an actual physical item. For example, lemonade, shoes, or even maple syrup. I can literally pick up and walk away with these items because they are a physical item. A service is work done for others. It could be like a haircut, car repair, or customer service help. Services fit into the idea of you're paying someone for their skills, their abilities. You pay a doctor or a dentist to do things for you that you can't do for yourself, kind of idea. You also pay for their time. Maybe you're just paying someone to do something you could do, but you don't want to. Like maybe you could fix your car, but it's easier to pay someone else to do it, so you pay for their time. You can also do a service where you pay for the ability to use something, like a rental, where you rent something that you use and then you give back later. Services also can be things like any of the streaming services online where you can stream a movie or a video and you can watch it, but you don't actually get a physical item for it. You're paying someone else for the ability to use their program and setup that they have with all the shows. Price. Inside of price, there are some definitions we need to know. The first one is revenue. Revenue is money a company receives from selling a product or service. This is literally money into the company because you sold your product. Revenue. Expense is a cost associated with operating the business. This is literally money out of the company, either by buying supplies to make the product, paying for the labor to have someone make the product, paying for rent of your store, paying for electricity to run machines if you have machines, and any other operating expense you could think of. So this is money out of the company. Profit. Profit is when money gained, the revenue, is greater than the expenses, so you have been paid after the expenses were paid. Loss is when you spent more money than you earned. The expenses were greater or exceeded the revenue. There is this thing called the profit-loss equation. It's a mathematical equation that helps you determine whether you're making a profit or if you are losing money in your business. And it's simply revenue, money in to the company, subtract expenses, money out of the company, equals profit, you made money, or loss, you lost money. For example, if I had a lemonade stand and I spent about $5 to make lemonade, I was able to make 30 cups of lemonade for $5. And I'm selling each cup of lemonade for 50 cents. So my revenue, if I sell all 30 cups of my lemonade, would be $15 into my company. Subtract my expenses, it cost me $5 to make all the lemonade, equals my profit or loss. So 15 minus 5 is $10. It's a positive number, which means I made a profit. If it was a negative, I would have lost money. Promotion is the next of the 4 P's. And there's the idea of advertising, the activity of attracting public attention to the product or the business. Advertisements are everywhere. Think about some really good ones you've seen, those kind of catchy ones that stick with you for a while. You could see commercials, you could see billboards, you could see information painted on the side of buses, you could get pop-up ads on the internet if you are looking on a website, so on and so forth. Logos are things that companies make. They are an image or symbol that gives instant recognition to the company. For example, this is the Nike swoosh, the Nike symbol. You see it and you automatically know Nike. This one might not be one you know as well, but it's Pepsi. You see this image and you instantly know it belongs to the company. All companies have a logo, something that helps people instantly know that this item belongs to them without having to put a lot of information. Companies also create slogans. Slogans are short, memorable phrases saying the company's unique traits, what's special about them, why people want it. They don't have to be long. A lot of them are very short. For example, Just Do It is Nike. Think Different is Apple. What's in Your Wallet is Capital One Bank. Taste the Rainbow is Skittles. Jingles. Jingles are short, catchy tunes that promote the company name, values, or unique traits. Jingles often contain the slogan, but they are not necessarily required to do so. They are the fun little melodies that get stuck in your head for a while. Here are a few. I hope you can listen and hear these different ones. See if you can identify which company they belong to.
Nationwide is on your side. That's catchy. Red Robin. Yum.
I'm loving it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Place is our final of the 4 P's of marketing. Place is literally where products can be actually purchased by the consumers. Is it a physical box store that you can walk into and buy your item? Is it an online website that you go to?